Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Remy. I know I cannot do my own intro. I gotta find somebody that can do me an intro because that was shit. But here's the domination gameplay on Strike Zone. This is episode 3 of Mapped Out, and this one's gonna be on Strike Zone, as you can see. And I'm using the silenced red dot K7. This is the very first time I have ever used this gun. The gun itself is pretty shit. It's okay. I mean, it's pretty good up close, but it is shit any other gunfights. And so this is really, I can't even think of another map that I could probably use this on. I could use it on Sovereign and Freight, but probably not. Because there's a lot of medium, especially on Sovereign, there's a lot of medium range gunfights, and Freight there is as well now that I think about it. But the K7, I'm going to bench it after this game. Even though I do pretty well with it, I'm probably going to bench it. But let's get to Mapped Out. The first thing you need to know about Strike Zone, most people are accustomed to the B flag, like on Octane on my last episode, the B flag being the glorious flag that you got to get. You got to have that B flag. But no, not on Strike Zone. You cannot focus all of your attention on the B flag like you do on most maps, because what you really want to do on Strike Zone is get A and C and trap them into B, because B is just this one big building, and you can really wickedly spawn trap them in B. And you're gonna see throughout this gameplay that I'm sticking to the outsides of the maps, only engaging in gunfights. Well, for the most part, of course, I'm gonna engage in gunfights in other places, but for the most part, I'm only engaging in gunfights in the outskirts of the map. And a lot of people will say that's how you gotta play. That's how, if you want a high KD, you gotta play. You gotta run around the map. You gotta run around the map, take long routes, and that's how you get high KDs. That's not necessarily true, guys. Especially on a game type like Domination, where there's so many different areas of the map that. Well, what I'm meaning to say is that B on a lot of maps, on maps where B is completely necessary to get, you can't find yourself running on the outskirts of the map. I mean, on some maps you can, but if, as you can see on my first ever episode of Mapped Out, and it was done on Whiteout, you really have to push in Whiteout. You can't stick to the outskirts of the map, or you're not even gonna find any gunfights. That's the case for a lot of maps in this game. I'm seeing, because a lot of these maps are gigantic maps that we're not used to seeing. But anyway, like I said, you gotta gap these A and C flags. As you can see right here, we have A and we're losing C. I'm trying to desperately get to C to defend C so I can get it back for our team. And the thing about playing pubs is you've kind of got to take the role as the playmaker, even though I probably have the same amount of caps as my team. I was a playmaker, I was manipulating spawns, but if you look at the minimap, what just happened to us, we had control of A and C, and my team immediately pushed into B, like we had to get B or something, even though the other team had B and we had A and C. They felt like they needed to push in B and get B. What that did was that forces them to spawn at A, and what they can do at A is they can easily rush through courtyard if they have the right kind of protection. They can easily rush through courtyard to get C. So that puts letting them cap A and instead of just keeping them at B puts us at a very awkward state, more awkward than we would have been at if we had just kept them at B and spawn trapped them in B. But right there, the kids that do that, kids that lean, I understand they're trying. That kid was probably going for a camo or whatever, but in my opinion, leaning like that should not be in an arcade shooter. I think they were trying to make it realistic by the leaning feature, but this is not a realistic game. This is not Battlefield. This is Call of Duty. Call of Duty is arcadey. In real life, you cannot get shot with a sniper in the shoulder blade and expect to survive. So people that say Call of Duty is realistic, or why don't or the defense against camping. Well, people generally camp in real life and real warfare. That shit annoys the shit out of me when people try to compare Call of Duty to real life. It pisses me off. Honestly, it pisses me off. It just shows how dumb and ignorant people can be. Like, this is not a realistic game. I'm sorry, but it's not. Every attempt that Call of Duty has made to try to make Call of Duty realistic has failed. Look at the maps. They tried to make realistic, large, gigantic maps with long lines of sight like Stonehaven and Whiteout and shit. But look at how badly they're failing in the community. People hate them. So anyway, this isn't what this video was about. There's not too much to talk about with Strike Zone Dom, though. I've pretty much discussed all there is to discuss with Strike Zone Dom. I guess I can talk about the situations. See, alright, right here, we have somebody capping B, and then they start capping B. What we needed to do was, instead of sitting here at C with our thumbs up our assholes, we needed to push through courtyard or mid-map or somewhere to make a push towards A. Instead, a lot of them, look, somebody just went out a bridge and then just went back into bridge. Like, wow. Sorry, guys. But it's just, oh, you just can't rely on teammates for anything in pubs. Like, I know that's honestly how it's always been, but just in this game particular, in this game type, when you know how to play domination, when you know what it takes to win a domination on Strike Zone, because I've been playing 8s all day every day, it's frustrating to have teammates that don't know what they're doing. Almost as frustrating as this shit. Look at that. Oh, that pisses me off. If you rewind that and look at where I threw that care package, I did not throw that care package where it landed. That was stupid. I threw it in front of the barrier. Ooh, I have a little cough right now. Right here, you can push when you have control. I saw that my teammates were in pretty good positions of the map blocking different spawns, so that's why I pushed kitchen, is because they were still going to spawn back bar because my teammates were at A, my teammates were at C. We had control of the whole map, which was the first time and only time that happened all game. So we have them right where we want them right now. I'm pushing in the kitchen to get the kitchen cut off. I see that we're going to be pushed at C, so I'm coming out to C to shut off this B closet. I get 2 kills right there, 2 big kills, and then all of a sudden, bam, our teammates push into B, they spawn pro shop, hop on C, and I'm fucked. So that's why you can't rely on teammates. I'm hoping I'm showing y'all a little bit about this map, what happens when teammates push certain areas, what happens when you push certain areas and your teammates are in certain areas. Wow, I'm sorry. Hopefully I won't cough again. I know it's probably loud and obnoxious, but that guy tried to knife me. What an idiot. But anyway, I see this guy pushing into B. I'm being a little bit of a kill whore. They were still spawning in B. That guy was just sitting in B. But right now I see that we're spawning courtyard. Well, actually, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm pushing up middle map because I see my teammates pushing bottom C, and so I needed to push middle map and get the B closet cutoffs because I knew they were going to be spawning back bar, and that, of course, as you saw, did not work out very well. And so now what I'm doing is I spawned A, I see a teammate at C, so I need to come help him. And so I see a teammate on the bridge, or I see an enemy on the bridge. I guess he took that guy out. No, he went in the kitchen and died, actually. But right now, what we needed to do, I don't know. Yeah, they stopped spawning at C. This guy that's at C, it did not cap C. I don't know what he was thinking, but yeah. That forced, I think that guy spawned at Burgers, actually. But now is okay. We have an okay, like A, and if there was ever a spawn flag to get and B at the same time, I would probably go with A and B, just simply because when you have control of A, you have a lot of control of mid map, because it's very easy to control Burgers and Nachos from that side. When you spawn C and you're trying to push up those C steps, they can come from so many different ways. They can come from bridge and cut you off from spawn. They can come from top C steps, or they can come from pro shop. So when you're spawning at A, all you really have to worry about is look pro shop, because you can still spawn right on A with somebody pushing pro shop right there, which happens so many times in competitive. I cannot tell you how many times each day that happens to me. I'll spawn at A on this map and the people will be pushing courtyard and just kill me. But anyway, we cap A, we cap B. So I'm pretty happy at this point. I see we're well on our way to victory. But I guess that's going to conclude. I hope that was helpful for you guys. I hope it was helpful letting y'all know the spawns and letting y'all know what happens when you push certain areas of the map. But for the next few minute or two, I don't know how long we have, but for the next minute or two, I'm going to talk to you about where I am in my competitive future. I joined New Age Sniping NOS, and the boys at TQ, remember TQ split up a while ago. The boys at TQ were back together making it happen at NOS, and my only complaint thus far is that we're not, it seems like we need a lot more work. A lot of teams have figured out different strats and everything and are pretty much controlling us in scrims, and we need more dedication. My teammates have promised they'll be on more like after this week. But anyway, it's been your boy Remy. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry I had to end it so abruptly. It kind of snuck up on me, but please like and sub if you haven't. Thank